Game 5, Set 2 of Choosy versus cvcvbvbv, who is from Asia Pacific, and Choosy is from Poland. And much thanks to Altitude Gaming, who is sponsoring this event for us and making this a possibility, and to Iowa and Game for organizing this. This has been quite cool to see. So spawning in the top right, we have CV as the, what is that? Teal? Not teal. I don't know. I'm gonna call it brown. Brown Zerg against the teal. Whoa, Choosy going Terran in this game. Maybe I missed it, and Choosy's a random player, or he just picked TVZ here. So Choosy going TVZ against CV. He's going to have to play well because he's behind 1-0 in the match against CV, and so far every match we have watched has been a 2-0. So will that continue to hold true or not? Remains to be seen. Adding his depot. Nothing suspicious or unlikely there. Overlord heading the wrong direction. See if he opts to 9 scout as well. Looks like no. Looks like he's going to go ahead and 12 hatch. No sign of a pool whatsoever. One more drone, and someone going to... Yep, okay. Heading out. Pulling 2, either 1 to scout, or 1 to... Yep, 1 to scout, and 1 to make a hatchery, which he can make, and just slightly late, but nothing significant. And a barracks going down for the Terran. See SCV heading up also in the wrong direction. The Zerg Scout, however, is headed most certainly in the correct direction. Drone working its way on down. Gonna see that so far everything looks pretty typical. Nothing crazy going on. Terran obviously saving up some money so he can go ahead and make an expansion. Zerg. Okay, guys. Look at this. We got 3 hatch, B4 pool. Bam. No pool yet. So with 3 hatch, B4 pool, a little bit of eco Zerg against Terran. Drone trying to be annoying. But now Marine coming down, going to not quite be able to kill it yet. So drone may very well make it out alive. It makes the run back to the base. Upon seeing that everything is as expected, does see that CC. And Terran has not yet scouted, I don't think. What's going on? Is there a way, if I can change color text, it'd be kind of cool, but I don't know if there's a way I can do that. Let me check. So I'm not using an actual, I'm just kind of using what the overlay has here. What happens if I do that? Like, I don't know if there's a way I can actually get it to... Although what I could do is just edit races in. It's the best I can do. This is the best I can do for now, because I don't know how to change the color. So now lair is on the way, 1 creep colony being made, Marines, and okay, we got the second barracks going down, and gas is also made. Yeah, no problem, dude. Glad I could help out. Opting to go not for a bunker, but of course not really a surprise given the nature of 3 hatch before pool. Definitely not needed. You see Zerg is getting a pretty fast Evo chamber here. Gonna be going for some fast upgrades of some sort. Terran also has a very quick eBay. And going ahead and getting his upgrades as well. I mean, eBay before Academy, generally what I'd call atypical. Does he have a Spire? Yep, opting to go for the Spire. So we should see just a few more drones, and then stopping drone production, and saving up for Le Mutar. Trying to get off another scout. Oh, there's Zergling. Oh, he misses it. Looks like he is going to be able to waltz on up to the front door. Don't think he can get in, though. But, nevertheless, scanners. Here we go. Second scanner. Sweet. So we will soon have an idea of the timing of these Muta. Adding now the second colony. But he's not really in any danger. No medics out yet. Stim on the way, but medics should be being produced. We are up to now 4 barracks before factory, so it looks like he's going to try to play the aggressive heavy marine style, deny the third. Prevent Terran from, or prevent Zerg, sorry, from getting that third base. Being able to successfully take that. Zerg adding a lot of creep colonies. Quite a lot of creep colonies, to say the least. Perhaps wanting to be safe from whatever. We see the Overlords now in production. Did he mess that up? Did he mess that up? I didn't think you want to be making Overlords after the Spire. That may have been a mistake. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it does now have Mutas in production. And it looks like Terran is just now pretty decent turn timing, as the Mutas are just now beginning to pop. So CV's Mutas are out, and CV taking his third base. Pretty soon here I think we'll see Choosy starting to move out though, and get ready to try and put some pressure on this base from Zerg. And not a whole lot of Mutas. Are they going to fly over? Are they going to see the Marines? Are they going to see the Marines? Are they going to see the... I think they do. I think they do. Stimming and heading for them. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Gonna need a little bit of micro if he wants to keep this third base alive. I don't know if Choosy has scanned the location of the third yet. If he did, I missed that. And he should be adding now a factory, and his starport is on its way. Currently working off 4 barracks, adding a few turrets at the barracks, because it sucks when you get Mutas camping your racks and you can't get any more reinforcements. Don't fly over them. Alright. Let's get out of the way in time. Picking off the lone Marines. Not sure if he knows the location yet, though, because he's not making a whole lot of commitment or move to the third. And oh, wow. Zerg going ahead and also going for a 4th base. So Zerg really trying to get ahead here in the econ game. We see Queen's Nest is done. Hive on the way. About quarter of the way done. Pressing down. Marines kind of out a little bit clumped. Not stimmed, a little bit away from their medics. Pretty spread out. Gotta keep them together. Gotta keep them together. Trying to put pressure on these Mutas in the center of the map. Zerg not really being allowed to Muta harass Terran that much with the pressure here in the center. But a whole bunch of lanes coming out. At least to control the route, maybe more. Adding yet another. That is... Talk about sunken defense, guys. That is 7 sunken colonies. I guess just hoping that this is not seen, not scouted. Hive is nearing completion at the same time. Vessel is on the way. Looks like he is not opting for any sort of tanks. So it's going to be just straight to vessels. Did he add the second starport though to get vessels twice fast? I do not see it here. So I pan through his base. Oh man. I don't know, it looks like Terran's falling back into a more defensive position. Is he going to try? Is he going to find this base or not? Zerg now also has this hatchery up and running, which is quite a bit safer, but indeed is a gasless hatchery. Which explains why he wants this base. Oh, he's getting closer, he's getting closer. Zerg does have a lot of lings though, so I think with a good surround he'll be able to save it, but it'll kind of depend on Can Terran do this? He's into the hatchery right now. He's now stimming. He's moving in. We see being made right now in Nidus Canal. He's going to go ahead and try to target fire that down. He does do that easily. Now spreading out. The 2 drones are picked off. The hatchery is going to fall. I think he'll be able to target fire. And Zerg's not even going to bother to be able to save it. This is too fast. So we're going to see the counterattack back at the main. There is a lot of stuff here, although there is a surprising lack of medics. But I don't think there is enough to make this work. So unfortunately, Zerg does lose his 3rd gas, although he still has 3 bases. But he's now working on, unfortunately, on only 2 gas. Hive is done. Should be seeing a Defiler mound here at some point. Okay. Ultra. 2 gas Ultra and a Greater Spire. Very interesting. This is going to be the Jaedong style. Just make Ultra, Defiler, Guardian, and just like attack and win. But with 2 gas, I don't know how much of that he can actually make. How much does he stockpile? About 1k. See if any Ultras in production at the moment. Doesn't look like it actually. Looks like it is nothing but Lings. Mass Lings with a few Muta. Terran doing a nice job just keeping the army active, moving the center, trying to divert Lings from running into the scary Terran army. And that's the thing about TVZ is one of the things you can almost always tell how good a Terran is by how much they keep their army moving. And if you watch people that are not that good, by and large, the army will not be moving, not be constantly about, whereas the better it gets, the more constant the movement, the constant pressure, the constant threat that keeps Zerg on their toes. Because when Zerg doesn't know where that army is or where it's going to come simming out of the darkness, it is much harder to play. It looks like Zerg is again thinking about the counterattack. There's a bunker there. There are 3 Marines in there. Here he comes trying to go and picks that Marine off. This bunker's going to go down real fast. But he does have a nice radio on the Muta. Oh, wow. Real quick bloom there. Not too bad on that at all. There's a boatload of Lings. Terran, though, attacking in, trying to pound through these sunken colonies. Dematrixing Marine, trying to get the Sunkens to focus on it. I don't know if one of them actually is. Fire bats being made. With 3 fire bats, I think able to clean this up. Although the medics might get picked off pretty quickly without healing. They're not as good as 4 fire bats. Be pretty good against Lings. To clean up a lot of them. Even more desperation fire bats being made. SCV's been run back to the main. Terran's army is ripping through. Now there's Ultras. Will they be able to clean this up with the Ultras? I don't know. He's shooting at them, trying to bring in the Link, trying to get us around. But Ultras are just so tough, and they do have pretty good upgrades from this fast chamber. He's going to be able to get rid of this with the immense damage soaking ability. The Ultra finally cleans this attack up. It's leaving Zerg nicely ahead in supply. That is a whole lot of fire bats. But I suppose that's what you got to do when you're getting overrun by. So now Terran has basically nothing, and Terran is also extremely low on the vessel count as well. Has just 1 vessel. See, oh, maybe he's got 1 more, I don't know, because there's an radiate there. But if the vessel is there, I do not see it and do not know where it is. Okay, there's 2. He's got 2. Getting some mines set up. Trying to hold off this big counterattack from Zerg here, which is now on its way in. Lings pick off that mine. Although with these fire bats and a choke, I don't know if this will be able to work, because these Lings are going to evaporate real quickly. It's just too tight there. No way for the Lings to get any sort of good surround or surface area on. You can see the Ultras being held off in the choke. 5 Ultras just trying to barrel down the front, eventually deciding that it's not such a great idea and pulling back. Adding creep colonies here, but so Zerg is still working off 2 gas and Terran is off just 2 base. And currently I don't think have any upgrades for the Ultra. Oh, he's got the Carapace upgrade, but he doesn't have the speed upgrade yet. Trying to lay mines, trying to hold the choke, but Terran is going to need to grab another base because he is rapidly working his way toward being mined out at 1 base anyway. It's getting close to being mined out. Zerg now trying to retake a gas 3rd so he can start to get some gas. And Zerg also expanding up in the top left as well, so looking to take 2 expansions. Which makes some sense because honestly Terran just doesn't have that much army compared to what Zerg has. Whoa, I hear Guardians, there we go. We've got Guardians right here. Gonna be super annoying here. Does he have a Wraith in production at all? No. He's going to just try to deal with them with the radiates. Oh, not a bad way here. I'm going to try and do the Eraser. over the Guardians to get rid of them. They are quite annoying when used like this, because they just do so much DPS. If you try to run with the Marines, they just kind of pull back. Takes one off. Takes one off. Still has irradiated science vessels. Right now, getting rid of the last Guardian does take care of that threat. But we've got a Scourge. Saves the vessels though. Nice pullback of the vessels. And sorry, I apologize if I do miss things. Again, this is my first time doing this in window mode. I'm used to full screen, and everything is super small, and it is hard to watch the mini-map. So if I missed some stuff, just point it out to me, and I'll do my best to cover that. So we see that Zerg is trying to take almost his entire, both directions of the map. So this is going to get real interesting. If he has all these bases, will he be able to hold them for long enough to make it meaningful? But yeah, this is like Expando Zerg Supreme right here. It's going everywhere. Does he have Defiler out yet? Don't know. I feel like this is going to be really obnoxious to try to hold if he doesn't have any sort of Defiler tech. It's on its way. It's on its way, but it's not done yet. A lot of vessels now out. A decent army, but it depends also on how many Ultras Zerg has, although Zerg shouldn't have too many because of how low he is in gas. Does now have the speed for the Ultra. Heading up towards this base, there are a lot of Sunkens there, and I mean a lot of Sunkens. That's like going to be a score to try and defend this. But does Zerg know it's coming? Because if Zerg doesn't know it's coming, he's going to be out of position without Defilers. You know, he can get some stuff through the Nidus, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to defend. There's a lot of Lings. I don't know if they're bugging out or if they're patrolling or what. But that is a lot of useless Lings. I want to say they're bugging out. And they've been bugging out for quite some time. And here we go, tearing at the front door. What will he be able to Nidus through? Has he started researching his consume yet? It's on its way. Any sign of Defilers? No, not over here, making Ultras and other such things. Zerg now trying to run his army back. There are some mines in the way, though. We see Terran running in here. Should be able to tear through these hedges pretty quickly. Pulling back. Irradiated Ultras, though. Pulling in. I think Zerg is going to be able to clean this up now, flanking from both sides. That irradiated is actually going to do a whole bunch of damage, just instantly killing all those Marines. Although that is a lot of irradiated Ultras, softening them up quite a bit. And we see now. That's kind of annoying. Just being the thing he can do about being irradiated, gonna have to go back, hide at his spore colony. But he did clean up that army, which is really getting Terran into a tougher position because he is really close to being mined out here. Although he does now have this base working, and it looks like he wants to expand and take another. But Zerg has now a lot of bases and a lot of sunken colonies. He's got almost every base on both the top and right side of the map now. Getting now, obviously, a ton of gas from these. If he actually starts mining from these extractors, you can see he's still a little low on gas, a little high on minerals. He's mining from this gas, and that is quite a lot of Ultras, but many of them are low on HP. Looks like he does want to come down here and defend this from the Vultures, stopping to lay more mines. Is he going to separate anything out? No, he's just going to barrel down into it. He's gonna pick off the drones, He's trying to lay mines, Oh, he stops, and the Vultures die. And it looks like he is gonna go ahead and try and take this base, although the question is, does he have a big enough army to hold it? Possibly. Pretty good supply, actually. He bounced back from losing that army quite nicely. See a bunch of Ultras. I still have not seen the Defilers out yet, though, despite the fact... And he still does not realize that there's all this stuff bugging out here, because this temple here is still alive, blocking everything off, and the AI just cannot deal with it. No sign of Defilers, though, huh? I do not see them. Still hasn't realized it. Although some Lings managed to make their way, so I don't know if he is kind of aware of it and just hasn't realized that it's now doing it with the drones or what. Terran is just in a I don't know, he just needs more bases. He's being forced to make a lot of Vultures. See, he's mined out now in the main, and almost depleted this geyser. This geyser still has some, but he's about to be on one gas. Oh, picks off a Defiler right as it tries to consume. That was like the first Defiler I've seen all game. Gonna try and run there with Vultures, but look at how many bases the Zerg has. Terran is just giving this Zerg too much time with all these bases, and Zerg throwing down just a ton of Sunkens and drones to try to keep this stuff alive. I guess that works okay if you're using defilers, but honestly, he's not made that many at all. We've got some Scourge coming out trying to get rid of the vessels. How many vessels are they even alive? Just one, right? I've not seen any with this crowd of vultures over here. Sorry, this window mode is kind of frustrating me. Just not used to seeing it miss stuff like drop taking out this base right here. Apologies for that. Vulture's getting pretty surrounded. Running away, but he's just in a tough spot. I mean, he doesn't have this base at all. There's the massive drop that was responsible for the hatchery killing, which Zerg has now seen. That's what the Scourge are for. That makes more sense now why he was making the Scourge relay to get rid of these dropships. And he is now going to head over towards this hatchery. So we'll see if anything pops out of the Nidus, but it looks like Zerg is ready to move in and maybe try to shut down mining at one of these other bases. Running through the Ultras, we see now. I think Zerg has enough stuff to defend this, yeah. Deciding maybe I shouldn't drop here, but are there Scourge incoming? Yes. Scourge being taken out, 2 of the dropships going down. We've got tanks left in one, and Marines left in the other. This base not able to mine from, so he's just mining from one base down to just one gas. Pretty uncomfortable spot against Terran, playing against a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, soon to be 8 base Zerg. Pretty scary spot. Zerg now almost completely maxed. And we have a little mech army. Maybe it's going to be the last chance to try to set up a base, try to defend here, do something. But I mean, at this point, it almost doesn't even matter if he takes out a Zerg base. Because Zerg just has so much stuff in such a huge portion of the map. Here we come in, just trying to barrel down the front. For a Zerg that has 200 supply, that army was actually not all that big, but now he's on